Oh, guys, what is good, my homies? We're back for some more Dakota Collegiate Rocket League action.
Please never say that again,
Um,
Worrell.
sorry, I'm just feeling a little zesty right now, if you will. But nonetheless, we have one series here, coming up on the fly. One more on the series. It's really late for me. I work at 9 to 5, and I'm still here. It's 11 o'clock p.m. K Tool is a baby for going to bed so early. That's all I have to say. So, um,
Gramps needs to sleep.
but nonetheless, we are joined here tonight by Omega Blaze making his return. It's been a while here, Omega Blaze. How long do you think it's been, bro?
6 regular season weeks. If you want to include spring break, I'd say it's 8, something like that.
Jeez,
Yeah,
bro.
I've been a busy dude.
Bro's been busy, but he makes his return here. We absolutely love to see him, back on the casting desk. But we are behind schedule a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pass it on over to the Division A standings. Like I said, or like K-Tool said, this is going to be a Division A matchup tonight between Triumvirate. I don't even know how to correctly
I
say
think
that.
it's Triumvirate.
Triumvirate versus Misdemeanors. I was really excited to see Misdemeanors finally show up on the stream schedule, or actually, it never was on the stream schedule, but I ended up finding out because Division A is trash at putting stuff on the stream schedule, apparently. But nonetheless, I'm very excited to catch Misdemeanors on stream again. I think the last time they were on stream was either week 3 or something like that of the regular season. So I'm really excited to see them play. As you can see in the Division A standings, they edge out Pound Town. They're both 6-1 on the record, but they edge out Pound Town by 1%. So, if you are unaware, that means that if they can get a 3-0 sweep right now in this series, they confirm themselves as the number 1 seed. It becomes impossible for Pound Town to mathematically, beat the winning percentage that Misdemeanors would have. So this is a huge game as we close out the regular season for Misdemeanors. If they can get a 3-0 sweep, that means they will be the number 1 seed, and that is confirmed. But if they drop even one game, I think that leaves the door open a little bit for Pound Town to kind of come in and try and take that away from them. So it's going to be kind of a battle right in the last week here between Misdemeanors and Pound Town. And then, like I said, Triumvirate is going to be the team that they're going to be going up against. They're 2-5 on the season, so not as crazy of a season as Misdemeanors is having, but they are leading the league, or the division, in saves per game with 4.78 saves per game, which is a crazy stat in of itself. And when you guys see who is going to be on this team, it will make sense why they have such high saves per game. But I'm going to go ahead and keep progressing this one. Up first is going to be Misdemeanors. Omega, if you kind of want to go through and go over some of these stats, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. Misdemeanors is 6-1. Kind of a bit surprising, honestly. 6-1. There's like 3 teams that are tied 6-1. They're looking for the 1 seed here. You got Garrett P scoring 1.22 goals per game. That's pretty high, but it's not league leading, which is kind of surprising. Overall, it kind of just looks like they have a lot of offense. It almost looks like they're getting more goals per game than saves per game, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of close there. Shooting percentages all look good. They're all getting a decent amount of demos per game. I mean, they seem like a pretty well balanced team with a lot of offense.
Yeah, I think you highlighted it perfectly. The amount of goals per game that each of these players are getting is crazy. Garrett P with 1.22, which is definitely got to be up there in the leaderboards. And then Torps, who's actually the second pick of this team, going at 1.09 goals per game, over that 1 goal mark. That is crazy to see. 2 players here in Division A having over 1 goal per game. It doesn't happen very often. And then Greek Avenger isn't very low himself, the 0.71. So this team, their offensive pressure looks deadly to me, and I think that's something that really has just progressed as the season has went on, so I'm super excited to see them play tonight, and that's a big reason why I wanted to see them and get them on stream. But the second team of the night is going to be Triumvirate, and like I said, they're 2-5. They are led by Heat Assassin, the defensive wizard here in Dakota Collegiate Rocket League, and he's leading the division with 2.72 saves per game. Absolutely crazy stuff. It's almost kind of like the opposites here, right? We have Misdemeanors who have such a high, goals, offensive output, And then, you know, you have Triumvirate. God, I can't say it right.
Come on, Whirl.
But I mean, with Heat Assassin, they're bound to get a lot of saves. They're more of a defensive team. And I remember when we watched them play, they would just sit, you know, like I said, they just play a lot of defense, and then their counterattacks is where they would get their offensive pressure. But nonetheless, like I said, we're about 10 minutes behind schedule. So Omega, before we get into this one, we always got to ask, what is gonna be your guys' your prediction here for this match?
I think Misdemeanors take it in 4.
Misdemeanors in 4?
Yeah, that's my prediction. I think their offense is gonna kind of overwhelm Heat Assassin. Oh my goodness, Triumvirate's probably might be able to take a game off, but I think the overwhelming offense from Misdemeanors is gonna overwhelm Triumvirate.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, their offensive pressure, it's hard to argue against that, right? But I'm going to go against you. I'm going to say Triumvirate. Maybe Heat Assassin can step it up. He knows this is the #1 team, and Heat Assassin definitely has that dog in him. And he's going to really want to, you know, take this one any way he can because he knows this is the #1 seed. But ladies and gentlemen, game number one underway here. In this first matchup here between Misdemeanors and Triumvirate, as we get into this one, Greek Avenger trying to get a flip reset or a touch over one, but the counterattack is very strong here from Triumvirate as Heat Assassin strikes first.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really expecting Heat Assassin to come out here and score right away. It's a great shot off the pass from Blasky. If any team was gonna score first, I would have expected it to be Misdemeanors.
Yeah, for those of you that are unaware, I'll go ahead and toggle the cameras real quick. It looks like Triumvirate has some sort of a theme going on here. We got Heat Assassin looking like Ash Ketchum out here with some glasses, Ecrux looking like a fool himself, and Blasky just looking like a boss out here. But all three of these guys looking a little bit stylish right now as Heat Assassin getting yet another one here, gets his second one in just under 40 seconds here. You can see them. Oh, Heat Assassin ripping out maybe some Pokemon cards on stream. Love to see it. Charizard on Blasky's shirt. Some Pokemon fans potentially out here. Love to see that. Triumvirate having, looks like they're just having fun. And so far, they're really bringing it to this Misdemeanors team here, Omega.
No, I will say, I was in the video before the stream, and they were hopping in, and they were showing off all their Pokemon stuff. I was like, I wonder why. It makes a little bit more sense now. They're all kind of fitting the theme here. As if their offense is just taken over. We'll see Torch will try to take it up the wall here. Ecrux is going to 50 him right away. Ecrux goes again, hits it into the wall. I need to change camera. This is not working for me. It's on direct to cam. I do not like that.
But yeah, Torp's trying to continue this one in. He has the grass boost. He's playing like a freaking sweat right now. Look at RLCS meta. Looks like Torp's going to try and carry this one out. Misdemeanors looking for their first goal here still. Ecrux gets a nice touch over his own side while Torp still collects this one. Tries to go for some sort of an aerial, but doesn't make the best touch. Greek Avenger, who I love saying this man's name on stream, bro. He is such a long-time member. Unfortunately, he doesn't get involved with the production side of things as much anymore. But he used to be one of the main streamers and casters for our league here. So absolutely love being able to sit here and say his name once again. So it's good to see him having some success nonetheless. But 3 minutes left here, Omega and Triumvirate, you know, still hold on strong to this lead.
Yeah, Misdemeanors are trying to have a fast break here. Garrett P sends a shot towards net, but Heat Assassin showing his defensive prowess with a great hit, a pass, maybe mid to Ecrux, but Torch is there to 50 it. And Heat Assassin's just gonna bang it right in for the third goal of this game.
Yeah, just another one. Heat Assassin getting that hat trick. And you can see him flexing again, once again. Are they going to do this for every single goal? That's kind of going to be my question here. But nonetheless, Triumvirate just really bringing it to him so far. Still half of this game left between these two teams. As this is going to be a big, huge clear, but Heat Assassin makes a diving save. Looks like he might try and continue this one off the side wall. Gets 50 by Greek Avenger. Maybe a shot opportunity coming out from Blasky, I think. And but bat away by Garrett P, the captain of this team, who we haven't really said his name much. We haven't really been saying anybody's name much from Misdemeanors so far because, you know, we saw the in the stats how much offensive output that this Misdemeanors team has. But so far, it's just been dead silent. They really haven't even had many opportunities. It's been all Triumvirate here as almost another goal sniped by Ecrux. Almost puts it top left. A good midfield presence from Blasky keeps this one into this blue end.
Yeah, we haven't seen the ball really on the orange half, like, at all this game. Misdemeanors, they've gotten a good shot or two here, but the Triumvirate's been able to do a really good job of keeping the ball in the blue half here. We saw a shooting opportunity come out, but Misdemeanors were not able to convert. Blasky is bumped by Greek Avenger here. Garrett P with a little interesting ground pinch there, and Ecrux is going to go for the shot, bangs it off the post. He just asks there, a little high to Greek Avenger, he's going to clear it out.
Yeah, it's a good backboard presence there from Misdemeanors. Saves him of a goal there for sure as Greek Avenger gets a nice little pop out of the midfield. The demo does come out here from Garrett P, but a great challenge from Ecrux to keep this one, put this one into the blue end here. Maybe an opportunity, trying to get it midfield to Blasky, who can't quite get it. This might be dangerous. Greek Avenger, can he get the read? He can't quite get it though, as Ecrux gets a 50 with Torbs right in front of this orange net. Good pop here from Garrett P, good first touch. Maybe a shot from Torbs, can't quite get the angle. And that maybe should have or could have been the first goal for Misdemeanors.
Yeah, game one always seems to be kind of a feeler game, but Triumvirate didn't really have any feeling out going. They were just bang, 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 scoring right away. Yeah. But Misdemeanors had seemed to kind of get their footing a little bit. They haven't given up a goal for like 2 minutes now, and I cast a curse. It's going to happen. We already know it. But I've been seeing them have a lot more pressure here as Garrett P is going to boom the ball back mid. Well, I say boom, he kind of controlled it back foot, which is very unfortunate. But they've been doing a good job of controlling the ball, passing to each other, and making sure that that someone from their team is always here to challenge the ball. He just asked to go for a bit of a ground pinch, doesn't quite get it. That would have been insane. See a bit of a double commit from Triumvirate. We'll see if Misdemeanors can capitalize on it.
Yeah, 14 seconds left to go. Greek Avenger going to look to settle this ball. He does. It might be a 1v1 with Heat Assassin, but he's a defensive wizard for a reason. It's a good touch, and that one pretty much going to seal the deal here. Triumvirate coming out 3-0. Maybe one for the road potentially if they can keep it up, but it cannot. And Triumvirate going up game number 1, 1-0 on the series out of game number 1 now. And I don't know, actually that is huge. That is actually huge for Pound Town, who like I said, Misdemeanors pregame, I said this. If Misdemeanors 3-0 swept Triumvirate, that would 100% lock them in as a number 1 seed. But with this game number 1 loss, that automatically gets rid of that whole dialogue. So the door is now open for Pound Town. If they can get a 3-0 sweep now, here in week number 8, I think it's they have a chance at taking that number 1 seed back.
Yeah, I think the craziest thing with this game though, Blasky and Garrett P both didn't even crack 100 points. Heat Assassin had 743, Torbs had 355.
Jesus.
It was a very one-sided game for both teams. Heat Assassin for Triumvirate and Torbs for Misdemeanors.
I'm pretty sure Heat Assassin outscored the entire lobby combined.
Like, oh no, that has to be. I mean, they scored like 550 points, Misdemeanors.
Actually,
combine them all.
Yeah.
Quick math.
It's pretty close to being the whole lobby, even when you combine Ecrux and Blasky too. Heat Assassin with an absolute legacy game here, coming out swinging here in game number 1. But that type of play style,
he scored all 3 goals. Goals are worth the most.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that play style though is not sustainable though. You cannot be relying on one player, especially in Division A, for doing all the work. So unless Triumvirate can, if Blasky or Ecrux can help a little bit more, I don't think Triumvirate will continue to have that success. But game number 2 underway here between Misdemeanors and Triumvirate. Can Misdemeanors strike back here, Omega? That's going to be the big question.
Yeah, I think they've gotten their footing down. I mentioned this towards the end of last game. They seem to be a little bit more calm on defense and controlling on offense. So I think they're going to start to kind of turn this around here. They have a clean slate of game 2. But we'll see. He just asked booming it out to Garrett P, which moves it right back to net. Ecrux is there for the save to the corner. Garrett P with an unfortunate miss. Torb's going to hit it straight to Heat Assassin, who's going to pass it out to Ecrux a little bit too far forward, gets an awkward hit, and Greek Avenger's there to capitalize.
There we go. Misdemeanors finally get their first goal of the series here, and it's from Greek Avenger, who gets a beautiful pre-flip 50 there. And it's just wide open for him as he gets a nice capitalization there. Greek Avenger pretty much doing it all there for that Misdemeanors goal. And 45 seconds in, Misdemeanors, hopefully, if you're a Misdemeanors fan here, that's kind of opens up the floodgates for them as a good 50 comes out in the midfield here. Garrett P in a good spot to try and continue this one. Maybe a fake as Torbs can't quite get it over that last defender there. Ecrux Gets a nice hit around one. It's a 1v1 with him and Garrett P. Ecrux tries to read that hit, but can't quite do so as Torps gets a nice clear out, but ends up giving possession away. Blasky just booms it right back though. Greek Avenger gets a touch downfield, maybe looking for Torps, but he's a little bit too far back. And now Heat Assassin's going to try and get a beat on, but Captain Garrett P gets a nice clear out.
Yeah, we'll see Torps here. He's going to flick it mid. Right to, it looked like it's going to go right to Blasky, but I don't know what quite happened there. Greek and Blasky get a 50 here. Heat Assassin with a great little hit to the side. It seems like a bit of an awkward angle here. Garrett P's going to go for something off the backboard. It's a little interesting. Torps is going to hit it back to net, and then Heat Assassin's going to move it out. Ecrux and Greek get a 50 here. Garrett P tries to get the sidewall pass to Greek. Pass back to Garrett P. Not quite.
3 minutes left to go, and I'll say pretty low scoring affair so far between these two teams. 2 minutes in, Ecrux containing this pressure. Blasky tries to follow up, but a great 50 by Garrett P puts this one back out. And Triumvirate just not having the same pressure that they did in those first couple minutes. So far, they're kind of slowed down offensively, and I kind of called for it in the beginning of the game. Blasky and Ecrux need to help out Heat Assassin. Heat Assassin is, I mean, while he does have, you know, great mechanics, he can do a lot with the ball. He's more known for his defensive stuff. Ecrux, we've seen him do some crazy stuff as Torps has a wide open net, and he's just gonna slot that one top left.
Yeah, no, that's a great bump on Ecrux here from, looks like it was Garrett P. Yeah, completely left the net wide open for Torps, who almost sky hit a little bit. That would have been interesting. But props to Torps for sinking the open net.
Yeah, just well played team play there, especially like you said, from that bump from Garrett P. Really sealed the deal there, but Blasky going to try and look to answer back here. Went for the flip reset, though. Didn't quite get the angle he's looking for. Garrett P tries to get a hit up over Ecrux. Can't find it, though. Ecrux does have 0 boost to work with here. I don't think the other team knows it, though. Going to try and 50. Fakes out Greek Avenger, but it ends up working in his favor anyways. Torps with a nice follow-up. Blasky puts this one over to the right side here for Heat Assassin, who gets a nice touch out. Greek Avenger maintaining midfield presence here. Doesn't matter though, Heat Assassin tries to get that past midfield. Can't quite get it, and Ecrux can put this one over to the side.
Yeah, Ecrux is going to try to ball everybody on Misdemeanors, but that's not quite going to happen. Torps gets a great challenge against him. Garrett P is going to move it out to Heat Assassin. He's going to hit it right back to Garrett P. We see a little bit of ping pong going on. One player hitting it right back to the other. Greek Avenger's going to try passing mid to Torps, but he gets beat by Heat Assassin. There's a fast break opportunity. Ecrux with the powerful flick doesn't quite get it, and Blasky can't finish the shot. What a play on defense here from Misdemeanors to keep that ball out of the net.
The amount of power on that, I don't even know, was it a 180 flick, 45 flick? I'm not even really sure what that was, but...
It was 45, that's what it looked like. I might be wrong, though.
The amount of power that Ecrux got on that is absolutely crazy, and I was kind of mentioning it before there was a goal, but this might be another one for Garrett P! And you see it in the cam, showing a little bit of motion there. Absolutely love to see that. A huge, good carry there. Heat Assassin just looking a little bit awkward here. Tries to get the 50. And Heat Assassin, the defensive wizard, lets that one get past him. And Misdemeanors find their third.
I'm going to be honest, I think Triumvirate, maybe they got to take the sunglasses off. That might be distracting them.
Maybe.
They're all wearing sunglasses in the cams, but... Misdemeanors have taken all the momentum that Triumvirate had and completely stopped it and turned it in their favor. Garrett P's going to show off the mechanics, get a bit of a ground pitch here. Heat Assassin's able to easily save it. The ball goes straight over Greek Avenger's head. Torps has to be a little careful here. It's a great fake challenge. Ecrux going to boom it to Blasky. That could go in the net, but Greek Avenger's there to make a save. But Blasky just sticks around like a pest and scores the first goal for Triumvirate for the game.
Yeah, I think if Blasky got a little bit more power on that first one, it would have been a more convincing goal, but he's able to follow up on it nonetheless and get the follow-up as Triumvirate get their first one of game number 2. Hopefully they can try and answer back here quickly. There's only 50 seconds left to go here in game 2, but Garrett P going for something crazy. Didn't get the reset, but it does not matter. The Triumvirate defender there not able to find a much-needed touch there, and that one's just going to go in. What a good fake coming up from Garrett P.
Yeah, they're really showing that they have the momentum. It's completely swung. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Completely swung in their favor. And this is a bit more of what I was kind of expecting to see from Misdemeanors with all their high goal scoring averages. As Greek Avenger's going to try to maybe tack on another. Torps is there for the pass, but he wasn't quite able to do anything with it. Gets the demo on Ecrux. Garrett P's going to go for a bit of a double tap. Doesn't quite get it. And and Triumvirate's going to try to transition back to offense here. Lasky doesn't get a 50 on Torps. Heat Assassin's there. It's a great demo for Greek Avenger to kind of stop all of the pressure from Triumvirate here, though.
Yeah, 10 seconds left to go. Maybe one before Heat Assassin doesn't find it, though. As Blast is going to go up for this one. They need to make something happen quickly, but I don't think it will. 1 second, 0 seconds on the clock now. And Misdemeanors going to take game number 2, equalizing out the series score now. And that was more like the Misdemeanors I was expecting to see. One thing for me, Omega, was Garrett P was a newcomer coming into this league, right? We've never seen him play. We weren't too sure on where to put him. He ended up being that 8th captain spot, but I can tell you right now, I've seen him. This is going to sound super cringe, but he's blossomed. He really has. He, from the player that I saw, earlier, it seems like he's gotten so much more comfortable with his team, maybe even being on stream, stuff like that. And really that game, he kind of did a lot of that heavy lifting work. He did, a lot of the on defense and offense. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Garrett.
Yeah, he definitely put the team on his back a little bit there. 2 goals, 1 assist. He also had, oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong stat. I was going to say he had 3 demos, but he did not. The big thing I'm seeing in this game was just the amount of demos. We barely saw any in game 1. I guess I saw more demos in the last minute of game 2 than I did the whole of game 1.
I completely agree. I mean, that's a very good point. You see Greek Avenger and Torps, maybe not. I mean, they each had a goal of their own, but maybe they were doing a lot more of that off the ball work. Although Garrett P had a bump, assist of his own. So, like you said, the bump's starting to come out. Maybe these teams getting, or Misdemeanors more of, getting a little bit more physical. Maybe, like you said, maybe that's a huge reason why they were able to take that game number 2. But game number 3 now, getting underway here as Garrett P starting off strong here, trying to get a first early goal here. Can't quite do so. Ecrux getting a little bit awkward. Heat Assassin comes in to try and save him. Gets a touch into the midfield, but Torps gets a weird, powerful touch. Blast is going to try and just maybe rip one either on net or try and go off the backboard there, but good backboard defense keeps that one out of harm's way.
Oh man, I was confused. I had numbers on my screen for all the players. I had to quickly look at what button it was to change that. It's kind of scuffed on my end. You can tell it's been a while. Yeah, Torps, he's kind of slowing down on the challenge a little bit. I like the changing speed on challenges. It really makes it unpredictable for your opponent to predict what you're doing. I've seen that a lot from Torps. That's something I want to try to incorporate into my own gameplay. But Torps, he's going to show off some aerial control. He run out of boost, unfortunately. And everybody's kind of just booming the ball around right now. It's kind of hard to tell what's actually going on. As you see a bit of an unfortunate miss there from Ecrux. Garrett P with a great flick to Heat Assassin, gets the flip reset. Unnecessary, but Torps is just going to boom that one right in and catch Triumvirate sleeping.
Yeah, just a great 50 from Torps there. Fortunate for, Heat Assassin going for like a weird flip reset at the last second. Torps just kind of catches Ecrux on his heels a little bit there. And Misdemeanor striking first yet again here, now in game number 3. And man, Triumvirate, just whatever. I was kind of like, after that game number 1, to me, it felt like they had so much good offensive pressure. But, after we got out of the game and we're looking at the stats a little bit, it was really just Heat Assassin doing a lot of that heavy lifting. And I mentioned it, after seeing those stats, that is not a sustainable way to generate offense, just going through one person like that. Like I said, I don't know exactly what needs to happen from Ecrux and Blasky, but they need to try and, step up a little bit offensively. This one might just be an open net. I think that was an open net. I don't think he really knew that, though. As Ecrux not able to find the touch there.
Yeah, I guess you could say maybe Heat Assassin broke his back up, carrying the team so much here. And that looked like an unfortunate miss in the corner, but I don't think I quite caught what happened here. You got like another tap hit. I gotta see this again. So hits off the corner. Oh, Garrett P own goaled it. That is unfortunate.
All 3 of these Triumvirate guys must just be huge Pokemon fans or something, because they're still flexing their Pokemon cards every single goal that they get. So I'm not exactly, if they end up taking the series, we can ask them the winner's interview, but they got to win the series first. And we still have half of this game number 3 left to go here. Game is tied up now. Triumvirate, able to bring it back a little bit. Heat Assassin gets a nice touchdown field. Blasky gonna try and receive this one, but can't quite do so. Heat Assassin follows up his own shot, but set aside by Torps. A good pinch coming out from Ecrux, but Greek Avenger in a great spot. He's Greek Avenger is one of the more one of the smartest players that I think. I don't think people give him enough credit for his decision making and game IQ, stuff like that. He's a very smart Rocket League player.
Yeah, I wouldn't really know because I'm not very smart myself. So I look at decisions and they're all way too above my level to think about. And the game is honestly going too fast here for me. But as we see Torps try to get the squishy save, the ball gets hit away by one of his teammates before it has a chance. I'm stuck on a demo there. Greek Avenger with an interesting hit upfield here. Heat Assassin is going to try to control it. Greek Avenger's there for the 50. It heads towards the net. Ecrux gets a great pass to Heat Assassin. Back to Ecrux. It's going to be a great play, but Torps is there to shut it down before anything really happens here. Garrett Peace in a 50. I see a demo on Torps. He just has to get boot the ball straight at the net, and Greek Avenger's there for a great save.
Oh, maybe a good passing opportunity! And Ecrux, I think that's his first goal of the series now. And a great pass across the field by Heat Assassin. And Ecrux gets the dookie on Greek Avenger. Puts that one straight in, and Triumvirate find themselves back in the lead for the first time since game number 1 now. And minute 24 left to go. They're going to try and continue this one. Ecrux, maybe could have got a turn on that one, but Greek Avenger shut that one down early as Garrett P goes missing on that one, but it ends up working out for Greek Avenger, who tries to keep this presence in. This is going to look a little bit awkward here as Heat Assassin booms this one away. Does give away possession, but he's going to be able to follow up on a mistouch by Greek Avenger. Gets a pass down into the midfield. I think Ecrux just wasn't quite reading that one. Maybe a free play here as Blast gets a nice pop, but took a little bit too much time getting to that ball. But this one's still floating up, but a minute left to go, Omega. Maybe a good opportunity for Ecrux, but he can't quite find it.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity for Triumvirate, but it almost looked like they were going to overcommit a bit here. The Garrett P tries to shoot on the net. Heat Assassin once again with the defensive prowess. Torps is going to control it back to the corner here, play the 50. He's going to go straight to net. Blasky's there, but not fast enough. Ecrux is going to take it up the wall around the corner. Let's see if he can do anything mechanical here. He is not able to, unfortunately. He's been showing off the mechanics a lot this series already, though. Greek Avenger's going to go for the 50 here. It pops up. Let's see if he can get another hit. Heat Assassin's able to beat him, and Torps is caught a little awkward here. They got to get something going in order to score another, keep this game within reach.
Yeah, 10 seconds to go. Maybe one last chance here for Misdemeanors. Can they do it? Blasky's up for it. Gets a hit, but Garrett reads that well. It might be dangerous, but Heat Assassin makes a huge moving clear. That's going to be huge. Torps does keep it up, though. Keeping this one alive. Gets a flick almost over Heat Assassin. Ball is still alive. They're going to bounce off the wall. Greek Avenger's there. Keeps it up. This one might be dangerous. Blasky needs to hit it down. And he does as Triumvirate going to take game number 2 now. And after that, dude, Omega, after that game number 2 win for Misdemeanors and how convincing that was, I was worried. I was worried for Triumvirate, but they're able to answer back, recollect, and take this game number 3.
Yeah, that's a good job from Triumvirate. It wasn't as much lopsided with the share of what everybody did this game. I'm struggling with word stuff.
I get what you mean, brother. I get what you mean.
Heat Assassin and Ecrux both had a goal and an assist and 4 shots. Their stat lines were very similar.
Very similar.
And we just see a lot of saves from Torps. He did that a lot in game 1 as well. He seems to be their Heat Assassin, if you will. just saving everything on defense, but it's still not enough. And Misdemeanors end up losing this crucial game 3.
Yeah, and I'm going to go back to that storyline of, I was talking about if Misdemeanors could 3-0 sweep, but if you can't win the series, there's a very that severely ruins your chances of taking that number 1 seed. So I was talking a little bit, maybe too hastily, whatever you want to call it, about that 3-0 sweep. Boys, you got to get the series win if you want any chance really of having that number 1 seed. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 4 underway now. Triumvirate have a chance here to close this one out against the number 1 seed, the current number 1 seed in Misdemeanors. And that would be an absolutely statement win for a lot of teams here in Division A if Triumvirate can find this win here.
Absolutely. I mean, going from 2-5, you play a 6-1 team. To get a win would be huge. As we see Ecrux try to put a shot on net. It does not go in. Greek Avenger's going to get beat by Blasky here. but he's still able to get a hand up and touch the ball and hit it away. Garrett P's going to boom it out to Greek Avenger, looking for the pass, but is not quite able to get there in time. Torp's trying to show off the mechanics, doesn't hit the ball. Garrett P beats Blasky to that one. Blasky's flying in the air. I was almost expecting him to somehow get boosted and fly to that ball. I don't know what I was expecting. My brain's doing weird things. It's a little late tonight, but yeah, it seems like everybody's kind of just moving the ball back and forth. Nobody's really keeping a whole lot of control right now.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to see, especially from Misdemeanors. They're, like you said, the boom ball is crazy right now. It's just a lot of both teams just giving away possession way too easily. This one might be a good opportunity as Greek Avenger trying to make a play off of a hit from Garrett P, but Hedis Hassan looking to start a counterattack here, gets a big booming clear, not able to follow it up upon it. Corp's able to get this one around Ecrux as well. Blasky gets a good 50 though, but Garrett P through the bump able to make a good touch here. The patience on this man is great, but Hedis Hassan gets a pretty easy 50 there to keep that one out of his own net. This is dangerous. Greek Avenger needs to make a hit, and he does. But Ecrux looking to carry this one in. Garrett P, though, with a nice follow-up.
Yeah, Garrett P's going to stay on that ball, too. Seems to have infinite boost there. Greek Avenger getting an interesting touch between two players from Triumvirate, kind of like he's splitting the Red Sea.
Oh.
What a fake from Torps there. He's going to get the flick. The pass to Greek Avenger, who's not quite able to put it on the net. Oh, I was excited to see what he was cooking up, but unfortunately it must not have tasted too well.
Yeah, that would have been absolutely crazy from Torps. A good demo,
What a
though,
demo.
comes out from Greek Avenger. Give that man the assist on the play. Just, you know, a well-timed demo there. Torps read it perfectly, puts just enough power on it to put it right over Ecrux. And Misdemeanors gonna find the first one here of this game number 4.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of seeing the momentum shift back and forth and back and forth. At this point, I mean, who knows? Maybe we see Triumvirate win in 5, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Hedis going to try to beat Torps to the ball, doesn't quite get it. The 50 bounces their way, but Ecrux is not quite able to find that ball. The great turn on the sidewall here. Greek Avenger's last in net. He's forced to save it. Blasky hits it out to Hedis. Oh, hits it back with the Blasky.
No.
Oh, the slow touch. It looked like it might have been the play, but it doesn't quite work out. As the offensive pressure from Triumvirate is absolutely insane here. We see a great little touch there from Hedis as he tries to convert.
Yeah, that was such a good opportunity. Unfortunately, I love the idea from Blasky there to try and go for the slow touch or the fake. But unfortunately, it doesn't work out. But this is going to be free for Blasky if he can hit an open net. And he does, as they get the equalizer here in game number 4. I mean, they're really threatening here to take this series away, you know, in 4 games against what has been a very, very dominant Misdemeanors team all season.
Yeah, we see them flexing their Pokemon cards again.
They haven't missed. They haven't missed one yet.
That was a great fake from Hedis. He looked like he was going to hit the ball against the backboard. And he angled his car away as I thought Torps was going to own goal that. That looked dangerously close here. Ecrux pops it up almost to the ceiling here. Just going to go for the boost and keep them low. So you see a team pinch. That's a very unconventional team pinch, but I would have been stoked to see that one fall in the net here. Blasky's going to pass it backboard. Who's going to go straight to Hedis here. Ecrux is going to get 50 with Garrett P. That looks like this could go on net here, and it just will.
So unfortunate for Triumvirate. I was just about to comment on this pressure that they've had for the past like 30 seconds, but an unfortunate 50 from Ecrux, and I think it was Garrett P there. Just ends up going straight into the other net. I mean, definitely wasn't a calculated goal by any means, but you'll definitely take it if you're a Misdemeanors player here. As Ecrux they still have 1:20 left to go, and Blasky gets a nice 50 there on a missed opportunity. I'm not quite too sure who that was on the back end there, but yeah, Greek Avenger just not making the best 50 there. Results in a goal for Triumvirate, and they tie it up with 1:17 left to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's been interesting. We've seen the last 2 goals get scored on completely open nets, basically. So, where's the defense at?
I don't know. We do see a comment. I was gonna say, I almost said dookied their Swamp Donkey, but just because of like, I wouldn't classify that as a dookie. There wasn't enough oomph on that one for me to, you know, classify it as a dookie. But nonetheless, minute left to go here. Who is going to come out on top here in this game number 4 as Greek Avenger puts a nice touch off of his own backboard. Keeps nice control of the ball. A little bit awkward here as Blasky gets a free pop up. He's going to continue this one in the air, but shut down by Garrett P. Coming raining down from the backboard there.
I thought you've been raining down from the heavens. That's what it looked like to me. Garrett P's going for some great mechanical plays here, but unfortunately none of them are quite able to fall. Blasty's going to take control of this ball. He's going to keep it close. Gets an unfortunate miss there. Greek Avenger's going to boom it right back, and it's just boom ball again. I keep saying it, but that's all I'm seeing. No team's trying to keep control of the ball here, and that's imperative to a team's success. And, you know, it's a one-goal game right there. One goal to take it right now. All Triumvirate needs to just score one more goal, and they take the series.
It was so dangerous. There wasn't a good second man follow-up on that pass across on the last second from Garrett P. And that could have been it, but due to a lack of second man aggression there, doesn't end up doing it. But a double commit does come out. This could be dangerous. Greek Avenger gets a nice fast touch here, but what a play by Heat Assassin to stall that out and to keep that one out of his own net. But going back the other way now, Garrett P, though, makes a great touch defensively and going to carry this one back the other way. Gets it around one. Heat Assassin, though, the defensive wizard, right on the back line, makes a great defensive touch. We're still in this one as Heat Assassin puts this one up off the backboard yet again. Garrett P going to make a settling touch here, but Heat Assassin showing some great speed right now. Gets a touch over him, but does not matter as Garrett P going to carry this one out.
Yeah, Blasty's going to hit this ball on the sidewall. He's going to carry it over to the Misdemeanors side. Looks like he's maybe trying to play a 50 with Torps. Torps is going to hit it right back to mid. Fakes out Ecrux. It's a one-on-one. But if there's anybody you want in a one-on-one, if you're Triumvirate, it's going to be Heat Assassin.
Yeah, I will take that any day of the week.
Get out Blasky. Ecrux is going to try to control it. Greek gets a decent 50 there. Garrett P's going to boom it. We'll see what he has cooking up here. It's a great pre-flip. Oh, what a save from Blasky. Oh, my goodness. Torps is there to follow it up. Does he get the double? No, it's just off the backboard here. We see a bit of a double commit from Triumvirate. They double commit again. What is this game?
Just a little bit of a double attack there from those guys that ends up working out in their favor somehow. Heat Assassin though does go missing, but it works out as Blasky gets a huge clear out to stall this one out. Maybe a weird touch. Greek Avenger wasn't able to make that read. It ends up working out as Torps bangs this one. Gets a nice pinch off the sidewall. Heat Assassin with a great skim out of the midfield there, but Torps gonna carry this one out. Heat Assassin though gets a nice clear down. Garrett P off the backboard though. Gets a huge booming clear. Heat Assassin makes a decent first touch here. He might be able to follow up on it. Blasky just being a disruptor right now. Maybe flashbacks to that Rush Hour team where he was known for getting so many demos. This could be dangerous though, but Ecrux turns nicely, gets a good 50, but there's no second man there to try and put that one away.
Yeah, Heat Assassin's going to boom it. It's going to go straight to Torps.
Oh.
To Garrett P. Is he going to get the double tap? No, it's just off the top left. That's the second time that top left corner has just been not quite there for the double tap for this Misdemeanor team. Oh my goodness, this overtime is crazy here. As Buick's going to pass out to Garrett P. It's just Blasky on defense, but he has a lot of space there to get it clear. And he just booms it right back to Misdemeanors, who boom it right back to Triumvirate.
Yeah,
Oh
there
my
seems
goodness.
to just be a lack of control happening as these games kind of come down to the wire. Really, they'd rather, instead of trying to make a play, maybe it's a little bit more difficult to, you know, make those controlled touches. It's easier just to boom the ball, right? And so maybe it's a little bit of nervousness, you know, especially in a 3-minute overtime. Just it's maybe safer in their minds to just keep giving away possession back and forth. But man, if Garrett P hit that shot to put that one away, that would have been some great momentum going into Game 5 to try and take it. But hopefully that doesn't cost them. Double commit does come out. Heat Assassin is back though. He's gonna make the Tomater hit and ends up getting another great 50, showing some good speed here. Gets a nice 50, but the double attack from Misdemeanors. Able to get that one over their own end. Torps makes a good read off their own sidewall. Torps is a guy we haven't really said his name too much. This could be dangerous for Garrett P, as he almost makes a good play. But like I said, Torps has been a little bit quiet, in my opinion, here in this series. He hasn't really been able to activate or get active here on this roster in this series.
No, Greek Avenger's going to hit the ball out to Heat Assassin. He's going to challenge it right away. We'll see what Blasky can do. I thought he was maybe going to go turn up the sidewall and go for the pass here, but Ecrux is going to try to control it. That's a very unfortunate miss. And Heat Assassin's going to beat everybody else to the ball here. Hit it into the corner. We'll see if he goes for the corner read. He does, but he's not quite able to get it. Ecrux
Ecrux!
put it right on net. Oh, he's not there for the extra read there. Oh my goodness, Garrett P. He's gonna go for the flick, and he gets it, but it's not good enough to get past Heat Assassin here. Heat Assassin low boost. He's gonna try to control the ball. Ecrux is gonna take over. Torp's gonna hit it to the sidewall. Go for another touch. Out into Garrett P. And he's gonna try to control it to the corner. Gets the boost. Goes for the 50, but nobody's quite there for Misdemeanors.
A little bit awkward here from Heat Assassin, who just keeps touching the ball, probably on accident. I don't think he's trying to get all these touches, but ends up passing it almost straight to Greek Avenger, who doesn't make the best first touch. Maybe he'll have a follow-up, and he does. Can he get this ball down for his teammate, Garrett P, but he can't quite do it. Torps is the last man back, who makes a touch over in this orange corner. Heat Assassin, though, gonna have a free touch from him, but Torps gets right in his face there. And a good 50 by him, and Garrett P goes for the shot. Demo does come out on the back end. Can Ecrux read this? And he does! And he seals the deal for Triumvirate in a very statement-like win for Triumvirate. They take down the #1 seed in the Misdemeanors. And, man, that is not good for the Misdemeanors' chances of taking that #1 seed. They need Pound Town to now lose their week 8 game in order to have that that #1 seed. But what an absolute beast of a series here, Omega.
Yeah. I mean, we basically played 5 games. It went to 4, but that overtime was just about 5 minutes. So that was a very exciting overtime. It's a great way to end the series for any Triumvirate fans. I gotta be honest. I wasn't expecting the win coming out from them, but they most definitely proved me wrong.
Yeah, I know. It was just all around some fantastic play here. I'm going to try and get the winner's interview up here. I actually saw Zarch Raceman join the waiting room for a sec. I would have dragged him in too. That would have been the funny part. But, ladies and gentlemen, we do get them in. I'm still working on getting the right screen up here. That should do it. But, man, Triumvirate. Huge congratulations, boys, on what is a very large statement win here. Heat Assassin, I'm going to go ahead and throw it to you right away. How does that feel to take down the #1 seed?
It feels fantastic. Absolutely just phenomenal. I'm moving this on accident. Can't thank my team enough. They carried me to another victory.
Okay, that's just not true.
What are you on about, bro? Ecrux scored that last goal.
Okay, I'm not saying like they contributed and they held their own by any means, but Heat Assassin, you were locking it down defensively as you always do, and especially game #1, you really, you know, you really brought it to him. So huge congratulations to you, Heat. We do have a couple people saying that you finally started trying or something. I don't really know, but
I don't know. I threw on the hat and I was like, it's over now. Like,
yeah,
there's nothing they can do.
We'll get to that question in a sec, but I was just saying, like, before this, I was just like, you know, it's totally Heat Assassin thing to do, where it's like he knows he's going against like the #1 seed. He's like, all right, let's just win this one. Let's just do it. And
time to lock in, man.
And you just went and did it, and that's pretty much what you guys went and did. But I'll ask the big question in the room: what is up with this get up here? What's going on with these shades and hats going on? Anybody can.
Yeah, exactly.
Look good, play good. That seems to be like such a common a saying that a lot of teams are saying this week. Are you guys all Pokemon fans or something? I mean, obviously you are, but what's the story there?
We were trying to figure out something to do at the end of every goal. Because like a couple weeks ago, we would look at the camera every time we scored, and we were trying to think of something else to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously you guys are all Pokemon fans. What's the
of course.
What's the best card each of you guys have?
Are we talking price wise, or what are we talking?
Yeah.
Actually, let's just go like favorite. Let's just go like favorite. Let's get a showcase of your favorite.
Oh, God. All right.
Dude, I gave away all my cards to my little brothers.
I
bought a pack.
This is my favorite card. Wait, let me just turn this light on.
Oh my God, Ecrux is getting out the binder.
Oh God.
Hold up. Wait, I got the book, dude. I got the book.
Okay, what is
Charmander?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, here's
I
my
gotta
pick.
have a
No
sick
comment.
looking
Yeah.
Here's my pick. No comment.
Bro's in the
Yo,
window.
Blasky, bro. Yo, Blasky, bro.
Yeah, bro, pulled that out earlier. U.S. military.
Yo, what is that, Ecrux? It looks sick.
Dude,
I don't know. I don't even know how to say that name, dude. Coblon? I don't know.
Just said I don't know.
I got a full box
This
here. I
is
don't know
my
what any of
favorite.
these
I don't
are.
know.
in
This is my favorite. I don't know how to pronounce it. Man,
I just
man,
picked the
it's so
shiniest
good.
looking one. I was like, yeah, that was good.
Honestly, valid.
Oh, I bet you don't have 7 big cards though. Come on now.
Holy.
There.
Dude, come on
I-
now. See mad stacks right here. I'm telling you.
I've never been a Pokemon collector, so all of this means literally nothing to me. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
All
Time
right,
to start,
Omega.
man. This is your
You waste
sign.
all your parents' money when you were 5, dude.
Yeah.
Real.
Omega, you have any questions for these guys?
I guess Heat Assassin. How did it feel to absolutely put the team on your back in game 1 and get a very big game 1 win?
You know, I disagree with that statement because points
How?
mean nothing. All right, points don't mean anything. Our plan going into game 1 was have Ecrux ball chase, which he did, and he forced them to like get rid of it early, which just gave me the free ball every single time. And Blasky, just solid third player all around. He was demoing. He was back when I need him to be. So none of that happens without my team. Trust.
Fair enough.
Fair dues. All right. Let's see. Lasky, haven't really gotten you in a comment yet, really. You've recently been on PC, if I'm not mistaken. How has that switch been for you? Has it been good for you? Have you seen an increase in your gameplay at all?
Yeah, it's been great. It's really nice having frames. It's a
Yeah.
massive increase. PlayStation 4 is not the move. I just changed my camera settings actually. Shout out
Oh.
Remzik.
Yep.
So I missed the ball a lot. But, you know, I'll get used to it and then it's wraps.
Oh yeah, absolutely love to hear it. But all right, guys, it's really late for me. I work a 9 to 5, so I'm trying to get to bed. So that's gonna do it for our winners interview. Huge congratulations, to you guys for taking down that #1 seed. I mean, that's that's a huge statement win right there. That proves that it could be anybody's game, right? I mean, you guys maybe stepping it up. Heat Assassin going ham in playoffs and maybe making land, maybe taking the whole thing. You never really know at this point. So huge statement win for you guys, and good luck as we go into playoffs.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for streaming, world. Love you, man.
I love you.
So
I love you
cute.
too, man. I
Marry
love
me,
you.
please. I'm begging.
I don't know if my girlfriend will let me do that, but
Well, that's fair.
okay. Anyways. Okay. Peace out, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
All right. Omega Blaze 33. That will do it for this little Division A matchup here with pretty much. I mean, that is an upset. That genuinely is just an upset, right? I mean, I think Triumvirate were what, 6th seed, I think, taking down the current 1 seed. Given it was by a small margin, they were the 1 seed, but nonetheless, I mean, what a fantastic series all around, Omega.
Yeah, it was a very well played series, and that 5-minute overtime for Game 4 was very exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it really was. Only way it gets better is if it's a Game 5 overtime, right? But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be too mad over an upset win. I don't know exactly what it was. If it was Triumvirate really just putting their foot on the gas and really coming to their full potential, or was it Misdemeanors just not really playing their best game, right? I mean, we see Torps with a goal per game. We see Garrett P with 1.2 goals per game. He might have been able to meet that, but really it seemed just like, other than that game #2 for Misdemeanors, it was just a very quiet offensive game for them, which is, their stats don't tell that story. I mean, they're one of the most highest scoring teams in Division A, and they just weren't able to find that offensive output that we saw in the stats. So an unfortunate way for Misdemeanors to go out. They had a chance to secure that #1 seed. Unfortunately, they don't do so, and now the storyline opens up. I think that means that now it is technically anybody's. It's going to be between Misdemeanors, Pound Town, and Rob's Crocs. I think technically with that loss, it makes Rob's Crocs potentially able to take #1 seed. Actually, in order for that to happen, Pound Town would need to lose. So if Pound Town ends up taking, you know, not able to take the win. Sorry, I just realized I didn't have music. That means it's going to be really, it's going to come down to the winning percentage for the number 1 seed. So the battle for number 1 seed in Division A is going to be absolutely fun to watch. And unfortunately for Misdemeanors, it does, you know, squash their hopes a lot, Omega.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, do you have any last things you want to say before we end this one out here?
Well, not really. I'm just looking forward to going to bed.
Yeah, me too, definitely. I got to get up pretty soon. So, you know, thank you for hopping on, you know, once again on the old DCRL casting desk here. Absolutely appreciate it. We're getting pretty close to being done with the regular season. You know, there's only a couple days left. I suspect a lot of series to be played here within the next few days, as Easter Sunday is this weekend. I have to shout it out. We obviously do have our sub goal as always. We are already at 105 subs out of 150, and we still have pretty much a month exactly left to go. So we are absolutely smashing this goal, you know, straight out of the ballpark. So huge props to everybody that, you know, has gifted subs and subbed throughout today.
I think the biggest props is to you and Coop for grittying on stream.
Yeah, that did get us a big chunk.
I mean, that's like what? That was like 25% of what we had so far.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you guys for all the support as always. I think we do have a RLCS major watch party this weekend. So if you're in the Fargo area, I do believe we will be having it. I don't know exactly whose house. It might be the Heat Assassin Swamp Donkey Izord household. I'm not too sure though. I'm not really certain on that. Maybe it's the Shark Bite household. I'm not really sure anymore.
The information's in the announcement.
The information is in the announcements.
Top of the Discord, though.
Yep, in the Discord. Yep. So if you guys wanna, you know, stop by for that in Fargo, if you're in the Fargo Moorhead area, that will be available. Or if you are too far away, I think they will be having like a laptop set up with a mic and a camera and stuff like that, so you can join virtually and kind of watch together that way too. So we do have that event this weekend. It's going to be a blast to see, you know, some of those RLCS teams play, especially those NA guys. We'll see if the NA versus EU thing holds true. A lot of people thinking that EU is better. I'm super excited to see that one. So if you guys are interested, you know, check that out this weekend. But anyways, that's all of my plugs that I wanted to get in here before we end stream. Again, one last time, thank you guys for watching as always. Thanks for the subs, all that stuff. But I think we probably will be back tomorrow night. Someone will be streaming, I'm sure. So if you guys want to catch that one, turn that notification bell on, join our Discord, all that stuff. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace out.